Ginseng is something we know for 1,000 years and mankind used 2,000 or 4,000 years. It's something is used for several thousand years. Could mean that this is good for people. And now want to see this in the lab with the humans. So why now? Because we now live in the world where there is a lot of chronic disease, because every medication for modern disease are prepared in the way that they have efficacy and toxicity. So where the efficacy is a little better than toxicity, we need something new. And I think the ginseng is probably prime candidate. So that's why I'm interested in ginseng. It's safe, very promising. But ginseng exhibits various pharmacological activity, depends on the type of ginsenoside or supplement. So it seems that it depends which one of ginsenoside we use, there could be different application. So we have to look what ginsenoside we can enrich and concentrate in order to affect disease more efficacious. I would say, I don't know, maybe almost 10 years, we were looking for someone who can produce material for our studies. And then we learned that one of the ginseng enrichment, which could be very useful in our study of cardiovascular health, would be RG3 ginsenoside. And I sent actually people in Korea and China, and we were lucky to come across Dr. Ho, president of the company, who actually provided a sample of material. And then I got this in Toronto, and we actually did preliminary study in people, to see whether this could do the purpose, and we had very good results, initial results, that BTG can produce this material in larger quantity for human consumption, because we don't need for animal research for little quantity or for some in vitro research. And since then we use BTG as our main supplier of most active ginseng material. RG3 is certainly unique saponin or ginsenoside, and you can not find in any other ginseng. You can only find in Korean red ginseng, but because of the heating process, etc., but in small quantity. So we needed concentrated material that can produce this effect, and which would be many times higher. So we believe that RG3, based on other studies, but also especially our study, has great potential in regulating what we call vascular health, but basically, so I think there is a great potential of RG3. But this is just one of the things here what we study, but could be many multiple effects. I mean, product that I used on my study, or basic studies, we did several studies, it has very interesting properties in area we do, which is cardiovascular health. We look at many different ginseng, didn't find this, and this is the first time that we found interesting or multiple properties of ginseng, RG3 and Korean red ginseng. So this is our, if I may say, our crown study of ginseng after quarter of century in people who all had hypertension, all have diabetes, all treated with the best medication in diabetes, well controlled. We gave ginseng, RG3, and we gave basically placebo. When we compare these two groups, then group on RG3 reduced blood pressure significantly throughout the day and night, incredible lowering, especially in the morning where it's important. And then also interesting, something that I don't know whether this is of interest of company, but was interest of us in clinic, is that can also reduce blood lipids, cholesterol, LDL, etc. Because I actually never saw anything alike that can affect 3 factors beyond medication. So it's very promising. don't study only ginseng. I do a number of stuff in clinic and look at the effect on blood pressure. If you study other ingredients, supplements, whatever, herbs, ginseng, whatever food, have actually neutral effect. And we were pleasantly surprised that one simple kind of, if you like, material supplement can have such pronounced effect on blood pressure compared to best non-conventional means apart from medication effect, which we consider to be clinically relevant, being different and being powerful.